Hey, what's up guys? Professor here, and today's video is going to be on fitting your vocals inside of the beat, not on the beat. Basically what I'm saying is you don't want your voice and the beat to cause masking issues. What that is when frequencies stack and they don't sound too good. I made a video on fitting your vocals kind of inside the beat in the past, but this time we're going to get more advanced, and I've created a custom plugin. Not this one. This is F6. I'm using this as a demonstration. But I created a custom patcher mod for you guys and a template that you guys can use too from now on when you're putting your vocals and recording them onto a beat, all right? But first I want to say thanks to everyone who was active in voting. 61 votes, 33%, a setup that helps your vocals sit on the beat. So we're doing that today. All right. So basically, what I've explained in the past is that vocal frequency range is really important around here. And what happens is you kind of want to solo your vocals to, you kind of want to get your vocals more in the middle, and you want your beat to sound wide, maybe in the mid and upper frequencies, but you want your bass to sound, you always want your bass to be very close in so you don't have phasing issues. What I've done to explain this is I've sidechained my vocals to where the beat's coming through. So let's look at this. Let's take a look at our beat. So great, I'm looking at my frequencies here. Now, I've sidechained my vocals to it so that when you hear my vocals, or when F6 hears my vocals, I've made it so that this frequency parameter and this one right here will sidechain themselves down a certain amount based on what I told it. And I've also done it so it's only in the mid part. I like F6 because a lot of other ones won't compress only the middle part of the beat. This dynamic processor, or this dynamic EQ is amazing. But we all don't have $40 to spend on a dynamic EQ right now, right? So don't worry, I got you guys covered for that later. If you guys stick with the video or go to this annotation wherever, we can get to that part. But first, let's do the explanation. Check out this.
All of this light that we burn and blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey.
So as you can see,
I'll be the attorney, dirty role play, but
it's passing, my voice is passing a threshold.
all of this light that we burn
and I'm having it push down part of the beat. So let's listen to that.
all of this light that we burn and blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney, dirty role play, but I know you're worthy. Don't worry, love, now you wait.
A little bit of delay and reverb helps too. Let's give them a mute quickly. Let's mute the delay and reverb, and then let's actually stop F6 here and see the difference.
all of this light that we burn and blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney, dirty role play, but I know you're worthy. Don't worry, love, now you ain't gotta hurry. I'ma make it special, Lord have mercy. Begging for a second go when it's still early. So now I'm looking around, hitting the town, trying to drown in a pool of my ladies with some crown, with a fat pack sack of the good in the backpack. Gonna get a snack after smoking in the back shack.
All right. So what it's doing is cutting out a few frequencies that I need it to cut when it hears my voice, and that triggers it. I also created what it's called is called ducking. So I'm ducking those frequencies in the beat. I'm also gaining my vocal right here.
all of this light that we burn and blurry.
Just
Girl,
barely.
you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her
You
on a
won't even be
journey.
able to
You
see
could be the
that
convict,
actually.
I'll be the
Though if I do it like this, you'll see
all of
it.
this light
Wait, this.
all of this light that we burn and blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney, dirty role play, but I know you're worthy.
So this plugin is nice. If you guys pick it up, don't worry. Then one of the next two videos will be on sidechaining with F6 in FL Studios. All right, because it took me forever to figure out, and I had to find someone else's video to do it, and I'm gonna give them a shout out for that. But now you know what we are trying to accomplish. We need to duck our middle sound in specific frequencies That way our vocals kind of sit within the beat and they don't sit on top. I don't have to turn my music up too loud or turn my voice up too loud for the person to hear one or the other. I can have the best of both worlds. So I created a new template, and I'll teach you guys how to download and use this as soon as I'm done demonstrating it. Let me go to what we are going to be using. Vocals on the beat, setup. Here we go. In this setup, if you just load the template, it should load Patcher as well. You can save Patcher. That way you can use it in any of your projects. I created a send for you with the reverb and the delay. Your vocals should go here if you're going to use this template. So vocals on or beat on track 2, vocals on track 1. And I got them listed here as well. As you can see, the vocals are being routed to the master and sidechained to the beat processing, where I have this made for us. Except the other one actually has color. And what I did was I split frequencies and then created an outer mid band and an inner mid as well. And then I put a compressor on the inner mids. And not only that, you can adjust the compression frequency range with this as well. So let's kind of listen and see what's going on right here.
I be earning all of this light that we burning, blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't gotta worry, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney. Dirty role play, but I know you're worthy. Don't worry, love, now you ain't gotta hurry. I'ma make it special, Lord have mercy. Begging for a second go when it's still early. So now I'm looking around, hitting the town, trying to drown in a pool of my ladies with some crown. With a fat pack sack of the good in the backpack, gonna get a snack after smoking in the back shack.
What you're seeing right here is this, my limiter. The limiter I had set on Patcher limiting or compressing, using the compressor to push down when my vox come in. So let's watch that.
I be earning all of this light that we
See? No compression. Vocals come on.
Convict, I'll be the attorney. Dirty role play, but I know you're worthy.
And if you want to really hear what's going on, I'll show you. Check this out. If we go in here and we solo only the it to be only the frequency. Listen to this.
I be earning all of this light that we burning.
All right, so this is my inner mids right here. And I also have an outer mid. So let's put the vox on so we can hear now. So every time I talk,
Be the convict, I'll be the attorney. Dirty role play, but I know you're worthy. Don't worry, love, now you ain't gotta hurry. I'ma make it special, Lord have.
So you should be able to hear what's going on, and that's only the inner. The thing is, Justin Amoe has a great video on ducking around vocals, but he doesn't explain at all how to use the technique in a useful way for you guys. So let's go check it with what I've done. That's the mid sound, and I also have the side sound. You can optionally stereo enhance it if you want, but I don't recommend it. Now let's listen to this. So now my outers are staying very full, but I can still hear my inner mids being compressed as my voice comes on.
Fat pack sack of the good in the backpack, gonna get a snack after smoking in the back shack.
Now I thought, okay, this is great, I'll just give it to you guys. But then I was like, wait, I can make this thing better. Remember, your beat's gonna go here, and I have it being sent to the processor here, and then to the master. As well, like I said, you can use your reverb and your delay. I put them on sends because I want the beat to cut around your vocal, not the vocal effects. Check this out. So I made it so that you can also adjust the frequency range that is being ducked. So watch this.
I be earning all of this light that we burning, blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't gotta worry, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney. Dirty role play, but I know you're worthy.
And remember, right now I only have the sound going on for the mids. Let's turn back on the lows. If you notice, look at this. Every time I adjust one of my frequency range knobs, it is going to adjust every parameter in Maximus that I have soloed. So this one's my lows. This one's my mids that are separated. See, look, mid, compression off. Everything else is muted. Then I have the inner mid, which is the mid area. High is muted. And that is set to original. I swore I set it to merge, but it don't matter because it's getting compressed. So, and then you have your highs. So look, see, check this out. Boom. All these sounds that need to come through. You can even hear now as I have all these sounds being routed to my balancing Maximus, where I'll let you know, it kind of merges a little bit where certain things need to happen, spreading things out a little bit where they need to be. Point is, all of these respond to your frequency range that needs to be compressed. Now watch this. Now I'm compressing all of these frequencies around my beat. Anytime you want to get it back to a normal, like, good starting point, just right click and reset these. These are the default spots. I like to compress around this range, between 2K and 4K frequency around my voice. I know, guys, this is complicated, but, like, stick with me. So, but if you need to make it wider, go ahead and do that. It's like I said, it's very easy. I designed it so that you guys can do this. So let me put in my vocals again, and let's go listen to this.
I be earning all of this light that we burning, blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict,
now,
I'll be the attorney.
That's a little bit too
Role play,
noticeable. That's why you wouldn't want to use that much, but I've given you the option.
I be earning all of this light that we burning, blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney. Dirty role play, but I know you're worthy. Don't worry, love, now you ain't gotta hurry. I'ma make it special.
That's
Lord
with it
have
off
mercy.
right there.
Begging for a second
On.
and it's still early. So now I'm looking around, hitting the town, trying to drown in a pool of my ladies with some crown with a fat
Way
nice
better. And not everyone's vocals are the same. That's another reason why I created this frequency range area right here, so that you guys can decide what you want to do. Next, I've done 2 knobs down here, compression and mount. So if you bring this below half, it will actually gain the beat. Listen to this.
I be earning all of this light that we burning, blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the...
So this is your amount as how much of the beat will actually be compressed. Let's go back into, let's solo the compressed area, and we'll show you the action on this. See? Less compression, more compression, really thick compression. And just reset if you want back to what I like to use. Then there's sensitivity. This will be how it responds to your voice. Do you want it more sensitive? Bring it all the way to the left. Do you want it to be less sensitive? Bring it up here. Find one that works for you, that works best with your vocal on the beat. Next, we have the envelope. I've simplified the idea of the attack and release and the sustain for you. So check this out. The attack is how fast your compression will act when it hears your voice. At the lowest setting is the fastest attack. Higher up, the slower it is. Release is how quickly it'll return to normal volume. If your release is high, it won't release so fast. So listen. and that's all around my voice. And you can right-click and reset to bring it back to the defaults. As well, I have your sustain here as well, kind of like your smoothness of the action. I also wanted you to be able to boost or duck or lower certain frequencies of the beat you're working with your voice without having to adjust your voice first. That should be done later. So I've done this. Check this out. I've made it so that you have the option to gain or decrease any specific frequency that you decide to work with in the beat. Your outer mids, your inner mids, you can just take away the inner mids if you want even. So your lows, you can reset all of these. All of these default values are like very balanced. And your highs, of course. Now, of course, in action, I just wanted to show you guys how it works, but in action, remember, I have my vocals going here. You just can't hear them because I turned down the send to the master. Let me set them so they're back to normal. And let's listen to this. Let's like adjust it a little bit.
All of this light that we burn and blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney. Dirty role play, but I know you're worthy. Don't worry, love, now you ain't gotta hurry. I'ma make it special, Lord have mercy. Begging for a second go when it's still early. So now I'm looking around, hitting the town, trying to drown in a pool of my ladies with some crown. With a fat pack sack of the good in the backpack. Gonna get a snack after smoking in the back shack. All of this light that we burn and blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney. Dirty role play, but I know you're worthy. Don't worry, love, now you ain't gotta hurry. I'ma make it special, Lord have mercy. Begging for a second go when it's still early. So now I'm looking around, hitting the town, trying to drown in a pool of my ladies with some crown. With a fat pack sack of the good.
I forgot I also put an EQ and a master right here for you guys as well on your master track. You can disable them if you want. If you know what you're doing with mixing and mastering, don't use them. But if you're just trying to wrap your vocals, you can, like I said, you can record here, and then you just go get whatever vocals you want to use and drag them to the proper mixing track, or track on your mixer. All right? At the end, I have a parametric EQ that takes away any unimportant oh God, why is that so big? 1 second, let me make this smaller. That takes away unimportant frequencies that the human ear can't hear. The human ear doesn't hear anything below 20 hertz, all right? So I have it dipped off right there. That way you don't get a low, unnecessary rumble that adds to your headroom. Or that takes away from your headroom. As well, I've taken away, not everything a little bit above 20K, because that's not important either. Maximus, I have set on a clear master preset that really just helps everything come with an overall better tone.
And blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the
and on top of it, look, if you go to your vocals here, you can send your vocals to the reverb and delay.
All of this light that we burn and blurry. Girl, yeah, you ain't got no words, you be thirsty. Guess I'ma take her on a journey. You could be the convict, I'll be the attorney. Dirty role play, but I know you're worthy. Don't worry, love, now you ain't gotta hurry. I'ma make it special, Lord have mercy. Begging for a second go when it's still early. So now I'm looking around, hitting the town, trying to drown in a pool of my ladies with some crown. With a fat pack sack of the good in the backpack. Gonna get a snack after smoking in the back shack.
So you can really hear how all of these very small things that you now have control over, if you use this template, add up to create a much clearer mix with your vocals and your beat. And it's important because a lot of the time rappers don't make their own beats, and that's fine, but they don't have someone that they know that is good at mixing. They might even know someone who makes beats but don't know how to mix their vocals in correctly. With this, it's relatively simple and it should give you like a good practicing tool as well. Is vocals here, beat process. You just open this, your action of how, or this is how it acts. This is telling it when and how much to act. This is how it acts. This is the frequency ranges you want it to act on. And then this is post if you decide that we need a little bit more low, a little bit more high, a little bit more outer mid or inner mid. And you, of course, you have a very generic delay and reverb send that I like to use for instruments and vocals, just to give them a little bit more saturation, a little bit them a little more wet on the track. I have a special EQ before delay and reverb for you too, so your delay and your reverb doesn't sound gross. I've cut off a lot of unnecessary reverb frequencies and stuff where things can get a little messy and stuff where you don't need. That's the same for the delay. I'm hoping I was able to explain how to do this. Let's open up just the template and see what you guys will see. So if you guys want to get the patcher, just the patcher, what you want to do is you want to download the patcher link. I'll put it in the description. It'll be a MediaFire link. And then you'll want to copy your patcher into your FL Studio presets, plugin presets, effects patcher, and you'll want to copy it in there. That way you can load it. All right, because everything I've done in here is with FL Studio's, with FL Studio default plugins. Like, you don't need to buy anything to be able to use this. It's really nice. And I guess let's go further back just so we can see. So documents, it's going to be documents, image line. So just start from the minute. Go to PC, go to documents, and then you will go to image line, data, FL Studio, presets, patcher, wait, plugin presets. Oh, I messed up. Plugin presets, effects, patcher, and just get it in there. Or you can just have a second folder loaded like this and just take the thing that you downloaded in your downloads and then just pull it in like that, and that's fine. All right, that'll work like that too. That's how you're gonna be able to do it. But I recommend getting the template. That way you don't have to set up each of these mixers to sidechain and do these things properly. So if that's the case, I'll show you how to have it. I set it so that it's a new, if you do these steps that I'm about to tell you from right here, you will be able to load this template with these effects to use anytime you need, okay? So I'll show you. New from template, Professor's Vox Beat Magic. No, don't save. Now you'll notice it's a clean slate. Boom. Everything's clean. It has the room for your vocals right here and your beat right here. So you can just drag your beat in and you can drag your vocals in. Let's talk about how to get this template, okay? So to get this to be one of your generic templates, what I do is something like this. Where's my templates? All right. So you will download my Professor's Vox Beat Magic into your downloads. We'll just use a faux download file just in case. That way I could show you what's up. So go to your downloads after you download it. And then go to open it. You could open it from anywhere. It's just like opening a FLP that you would download from someone else who created an FLP you want to use. And you're going to save you're going to put the file into this. We're going to go to Documents. Again, to Image Line. Data. FL Studio. Projects. Templates. And then you just boom, pull it in there. And so you won't have it in there at first. Then, boom, pull it in. It's in there. Awesome. Close it. Close it. Close FL Studio. Reopen FL Studio. Then you'll see it down here on your new from template, all right? Now, I don't know if this will work if you have before FL20, but this should work with FL20. If you don't have the latest version, just go download it if you own FL Studios. If you don't own FL Studios, I'm not sure what I can do to help you, but I mean, this patcher and all this stuff with FL Studios that I've made should work with previous versions up to a certain point as well. I don't see how any versions wouldn't, but I'm not the programmer behind FL Studios, so I don't know. Boom. I can load it anytime I want. Again, I don't know if you also need to save the patcher preset either, but oh, look at that. See, look, even some color on there. So now everything is cool. Oh, yeah. And if that's the case, remember, you can just go load in that, save a preset as, and then you can just pull from your download folder into here. But just pull up the template. It's easier. Even if you don't use this, I hope like the dynamics that I showed you explain how to get a vocal to sit on a beat better. I don't know if this did help, but I hope it did. If you have any more questions, leave them below. Again, go back and look at the video if you want to remember how this patcher setup acts that I made for you guys. Your compression frequency range, what frequencies you want to compress, the sensitivity and how much, how smooth you want it to be, how quick or slow, and then of course your post. Then your vocal, which you'll also notice that I have it merged. That's because your vocal should sit kind of in the center, like the dry vocal, the main part of the vocal. And then your effects can sit around your vocal, like your delay and your reverb. And remember, if you want to add delay and reverb, have your vocal mixer highlighted, then pull them up from here, okay? It won't bring in any dry because I have the dries turned all the way down on these presets. Oh, I also put in a parametric EQ for your vocals too, cutting out useless frequencies and boosting a little bit on natural parts of your vocals that make them stick out. Add delay, add reverb, take reverb away, take delay away. Everything gets routed to the master, where I have an EQ here just helping clean up the low and the high tail, and then a Maximus thing to help your vocal and your beat, your final track. If you're just a rapper rapping on the beat, it should help it sound better. Boom. Put it on SoundCloud, you're set to go. You don't have to sit there with people being like, your beat's too loud or your vocals are too loud or things are, ah! Everything should sound a little bit cleaner. That's really it. Oh, I forgot to mention, you could also just turn up your vocals here and your vocals down here. And you could also turn up your beat here and down here. And if you want the beat kind of if you want this to be at the correct volume, if you messed around with it too much, just go to copy value and then just go to paste value. Boom. See? Got it. Back to normal. That's why I have this reference track right here, okay? Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Of course, you could always just add any specific delay that you like over here on these guys. It shouldn't make it so it doesn't work. It's just, like I said, it's sending the vocal over here. That's it, guys. That's what I wanted to give you guys. I hope you guys use it. I hope you guys like it. Leave a like down below if it's cool, and subscribe, share it if you got some buddies, teach them how to use it. If you have any questions, leave them below too. And I got a new song coming out like in 2 weeks, so get ready for that. Next tutorial will be on F6 and how to also just make a cool background video for your beats if you're just uploading beats. Thanks for dropping in, guys. You know I love y'all. And I'm gonna go do some more work. So, take it easy, everyone. Much love. Keep up the struggle. Keep up the grind. Keep doing what you love. and have an excellent week. Happy holidays. Get it in. Peace.